Fundamentally, faithfulness is a kind of stubbornness. It is a determination to keep showing up for the kids, for the job, for the marriage, for God, even and especially when things get hard. Back in my early 30s, I had a decision to make. Our first child, our daughter Anna, had just been born, and I needed a real job. So I applied to be a minister at a church up in Park Hill. I was not at all sure ministry was what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't like the idea of the long hours and those demanding parishioners expecting things of me. But something about that church where I applied felt right. Something stirred in me to say yes. So I took a leap of faith. And I ended up at that same church for 21 years. Certainly longer than I thought I would, probably longer than a few people wished I would. It ended up being a wonderful career for me. But there were times when the work was not rewarding. And not just moments or days, but some long periods that felt dry and difficult. Times when I felt drained and did not want to be there and could not remember why I had once said yes to being there. I had lost my faith, not in God, but in what I was doing. But both in those times, something said to me to stick with it, to be faithful to it, even though I was struggling with it. And I am so glad that I did. And of course, staying is not always the right thing. Sometimes a job or a relationship isn't healthy for us. And the brave thing to do is to let it go. But it's also true that sometimes we let go of things too soon. When a situation gets challenging or loses its shine, we sometimes cut our ties when it would have been better for us to have stayed. I think our culture places such a high value on comfort and instant gratification. We've gotten used to being able to fix the slightest inconvenience. We reach for the remote or the thermostat, or we go online and order whatever change that we think we need. But there are gifts that come from times of hardship and struggle and not getting what we need. Going through hard times teaches us things that we can't learn any other way. When we feel like we just can't do it anymore and keep going, we learn valuable lessons in surrender and grace and our own strength.